listening to Anthony on the Virus, Sirius XM.
Oh, guys. Great, the show's back. I'm so happy.
Isn't it?
A long time coming.
It's so nice to have something to do on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Even if it is more early than I would like to be up.
Yeah, it is. It's too early.
But we're employed.
Every time you get depressed, Anthony, just think about that sign, Ronkonkoma, and remember where you're from.
Oh, I know.
Never watched that show, the show that's in Ronkonkoma and Patchogue, you know, that bounty hunter show, which is hilarious, family business.
Oh, right, yeah, the guy with the mullet.
That's your block. No, not that guy, the other ones.
The other ones?
They're in Ronkonkoma or something.
The mullets.
No, they're not the
They
mullets.
got mullets out in Ronkonkoma. I've been there.
I know they do.
Yeah. No, I want no part of anything east of, like, Great Neck.
But they have their opening song is actually a AC/DC hit.
Really?
You should go out to that song.
Are you sure it's not the Ozzy song? One of them has Ozzy, too.
No, but that Black Sabbath song you come out to, boy, like you said, we all have our opening music that we come out to, except for me and all the other pros who just kind of...
Well, if you were going to have an opening song, it would be Taps.
Taps?
Yeah, because you're going to die.
That would be funny if I was sick.
No, I mean on stage, stupid.
Oh,
and
dummy.
it is funny because my friends all laugh at it.
They're laughing because you delivered it like a sitcom expectation.
How would you know what a sitcom sounds like?
Oh. Wow, what a slam. You're right, Jim. My goal was never reached. Shut up. You know how many sitcoms I gave them a sitcom idea and they didn't want it.
Which one?
You know my idea, the new Honeymooners. It's the Honeymooners nowadays with me and Alice, and you know, he always says, one of these days, well, this starts on that day. I break every bone in her face. And then it turns into like a CSI. He's always threatening to beat her while I beat her brutally.
I love that. I'd watch. Big meaty fist going into a little delicate face.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, well. Then her sister comes by, I go, what time's Bigfoot coming by? You know, a couple of funny sitcoms. Sister comes by, well, she's in a hospital, I sexually assault the sister. What do you think Ozzy would think if I told him the other day how you were vehemently defending, at the risk of your own life, you were vehemently defending, The Stranger and the rest of Billy's great soundtrack, his whole collection.
Billy Joel?
Yeah.
I like Billy Joel.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Shut your mouth.
Just because he and I have the same booking agent? I mean, why wouldn't I like him?
Oh, he doesn't want to burn bridges.
No,
that wasn't it. He really said it sincerely.
I like him. I think he's good, yes. It's not bad.
He actually wakes up sometimes to come out Virginia and then does like 5 push-ups. Gets himself excited. So he can fancy himself a badass who's trying to corrupt a Catholic school girl.
I do like Billy Joel.
Wow. Kind of puts you in a different category, though, if you like, in the old Ozzy, old Sabbath, Billy Joel.
Right.
No, not at all.
Kind of like Paperback Writer.
I love the Paperback Writer, but I wouldn't walk out to it. That's at least the Sabbath song I walk out to is a great walkout song.
It's a great walkout song for the right person, but
for me, I'm a big Sabbath fan.
Quiet.
No.
It's not about you, it's about the image. Because when you hear the music, you want to see, like, either some hot, like, leather-clad, like, Lita Ford. Not that I'm 90 years old.
Jesus.
Oh, my
That's
God.
the hottest chick you could yank out.
You just blew the whole thing.
That really sexy Mae West.
I know enough to know that that's true, and now I'm going to shut up. 'Cause I'm finished.
What are you working on now?
Oh, a lot of grand stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I got a couple of great ideas for, TV-type shows.
Ideas.
Yeah, just good ideas.
Meetings.
I'm going to pitch them to some of the top network people in town.
Yeah.
Well, the Honeymooners one could be good.
See, I like that one. That idea is great.
Yeah.
And all this retro stuff is really making a comeback.
Yeah. Yeah.
And making a new Bewitched.
Oh, that's right, with Will Ferrell.
Yeah. Is it Nicole Kidman?
I never found her that hot. Why does everyone think she's so hot?
Because she's tall
she's
and
skinny
thin.
and pasty.
It's all thin and pasty seems to be the look.
Hold on, Aunt. I'm going to go to the phones. Because I'm the conductor. Foot.
I was just calling to see if you guys saw Jenna Bush at the parade yesterday.
Jenna?
Putting that lipstick on. Did you see her doing that? She's a hot blonde with big tits. Yo.
One looks like the president, one looks like the mother.
Her mouth was wide open like it was a cock that she was taking square in the
This
mouth.
guy's jacking to the inauguration.
Why do I think he's got that on freeze frame? And his whole wall is covered
right
with
on her, and her dad's looking at her and goes, points at the camera and says, hey, they can see you. And then she just kind of got all embarrassed and ducked away. Man, it was the hottest thing from the president's daughter I've seen in quite some time.
The hottest presidential kid scene. Apparently, you've never seen John saluting.
Oh. That guy's got a laser scope.
You're listening to Anthony.
This went out over the air on CNN.
If the president looks out his window, this is what he will see. These are some of the pictures, some of the images you see. You can read those signs. Worst ever, a picture of George W. Bush guilty of war crimes. These are some of the pictures that the president is about to see if he hasn't seen them yet. If he looks out of his window, that's what he will see. And I would venture to say this is not, if he's thinking at all of getting out of the limo, and this would not be the right place to do that. Bob Franken, you're there. Tell us what's going on.
Crowds are being faced off with police who are trained in 4 deep, several hundred, probably close to 1,000, to say nothing of all those who are in the parade going past. So what you have is a face-off. What is pretty much a polite thing that you were hearing just a moment ago. It seems that for whatever reason, the crowd has been held down. Some of the organizers are saying one of the reasons is that it is so prohibitively difficult to get in past all the
All right, Bob, I'm going to interrupt. We're having a little trouble hearing you. It's very noisy where you are.
They mic'd the heckler? He had clearer audio than the guy.
Yeah, does that surprise you on CNN?
No, not at all. That they would point out those signs.
And they're like, it's all very peaceful. Shut up. See, this is why one of the worst bands in the country was Sarin Gas.
Really?
Yeah, that could have been used to great effect yesterday.
Lob a few into the crowd.
Bands. They said one of the worst bands.
No, I didn't.
To come out to as a comic?
No, I didn't know what he meant. I'm like, I think he said one of the worst bands. I'm like, who?
Bands.
Let's not get into details. It's really not worth going back over.
Hey, are you doing I have a question for you. They're doing a tsunami benefit at the comic strip. I told them I'd plug it. Are you doing it? They wanted to know if you were doing it.
And so you chose to confront me on the air? Why don't you call my agent or have them go professionally instead of jumping on my face? Stupid.
David Tell, Jim Gaffigan, Judy Gold, and Jim Florentine. Comic strip Tuesday night.
Okay, Jimmy. Shut your mouth.
No, I'm plugging it for you.
Drop it.
212-861-9386.
I'm against them.
That's true.
You're against them.
Those and these so-called Holocaust victims are hiding somewhere together.
I'm kind of with Colin on that whole thing. I think a lot of that aid is going to come and bite us in the ass because it's going to be money that's taken by a lot of these Muslim groups over there and used against us.
Let them stop talking to all Marines so snotty, and maybe they'll get a buck out of me.
There you go.
Yep.
They don't want us in their country. They don't want our military in their country, even though we're helping people.
Right.
They think we're going to stay there.
It's not them. They're scared of those Al-Qaeda. Look how big Abu Sayyaf, whatever that group is in the Philippines. They're big, man.
Yeah.
Isn't Indonesia mostly Muslim? I mean, it's like 80% Muslim.
It's mostly Muslim.
Just awful.
Yeah.
You know what the U.S. should send over there? Buckets of salt water. That's how we should help them out. Just dump it out of a helicopter like we're putting out a fire.
That's the last thing they need.
Is it appropriate to do tsunami jokes at a tsunami?
Who cares? Do them anyway.
Yeah. Like, what do you do if you have a whole bunch of good tsunami?
If you have a tsunami hunk.
A hunk.
Yeah, I haven't done anything on it.
No? You haven't done any tsunami jokes?
Why not? Is this the new Jim?
No, I'm not clever enough to write anything.
Yeah, I know. It is kind of a weird one.
Is there a way to tie in pedophile sex with the tsunami?
Yeah. It's like, how do you take all those beautiful, smooth lads washed away? Take 4 or 5 years to get another crop ready.
Maybe you can. Maybe you should go on that night. Go on to like a Beach Boys song.
Oh, there you go. Wonderful.
All right, Iraq. What do you got?
Oh, that's what Leno did to me.
Are you kidding?
I wanted to pop him right in his jaw. What do I got on Iraq?
Oh, that's horrible. Wow,
Really?
put on the spot.
If it's Ashley Simpson or something, then you would say, all right, you know. You make that acid reflux / semen joke, and everyone laughs, and a few people nod knowingly. Boss. His voice sounds like a tsunami. A wet, out of control, misdirected disaster.
You think it's going to be a lot less wet than it turns out being when he starts talking?
Well, he's out there writing for
I got an idea for it. Improv. You do one of your great impressions, and then I'll do Voss, and he'll do Keith.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Well, Keith, I'm not a big fan of the black people.
Believe me, the sisters know what I'm talking about. Shut up, stupid. The sisters know. They know I'll eat the coaching.
Let me finish doing Keith. Ladies and gentlemen, you might recognize your headliner.
It's not on Revolver, stupid. You brought me out to the wrong song. It's on Rubber Soul.
Oh, he stinks.
Awful, boss.
I'm going to jump out this window.
Sirius XM, the virus. You're listening to You're listening to Opie.
So true. We're listening to this. Come on.
Is it Nicole Kidman? As
I never
Samantha?
found her that hot. Why does everyone think she's so hot?
The young version was really hot with the curly hair. When that movie when she was on that boat or whatever.
Really, Uncle? That movie when she was on the boat?
I forgot the name of the movie.
I'm surprised he's not like, hey, Nicole Kiddington.
I forgot the name of the movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
You're listening to Anthony.